Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lesego Chabedi and I am a South African actor based in Johannesburg. Yes, welcome to yet another episode, and on this episode, this week's video, we are doing a story time. Yes. I love story times and I felt like it's been a while since I had a story time. So today I'm giving you guys a story time. But before we get into that, let's get through the nitty-gritties, the house rules, the things that must make the pods happen, like subscribing to my channel if you haven't, and thank you to my current subscribers, the people who comment on my stuff. Thank you, I love you so much. Please continue to comment on YouTube. I love the comments, keep them coming. Thank you so much to the new subbies. I'm just this person who likes to talk too much in front of the camera. And yeah, I'm an actor, guys, as I introduced myself earlier on. So yeah, just subscribe to more of this face. Yes, let's get into it. Hi, my name is Lesego Chabedi. I am 29 years old. I'm from Today's episode, as you guys saw on the title, how it took me 49 lessons to get my license. True story, it's for real. It's no lies, guys, it's for real. It's not baby clickbait. It's not clickbait. It's a true story. So this is 2013. Yeah, 2013. My birthday comes up and my uncle comes over to see my mom, and my mom's like, yeah, by the way, it's Lesego's birthday, wow. Then my uncle is like, oh, really? Awesome. She's over 21, right? Yeah, man. I'll gift her a license. Nice gift, right? I was just like, when I got home and my mom told me that my uncle wants to gift me the license, I was like, yes, please, now. Let's call him and tell him now. I want it now. Then what happened was that he said, yes, I must just go to Langlaagte to go book a date for my learners. Okay, fine. I went to Langlaagte. I was still at drama school. I remember the Market Theatre. So I could go to Langlaagte and then go to school afterwards. So I went to Langlaagte. I booked a learner's date, and Langlaagte is so quick, guys. You get there. I got my date like the next week. So I think I went to go book on a Tuesday or something, or on a Wednesday, and the next day, like the next week, on the very same day, that's when you get to ride. Then I went back home. Luckily, back in the day, there were question papers and answers. So I didn't really use the K53. I didn't use a K53. So I just used that questions and answer. There's a friend who had it, sent it to me, and I read it. And there's so we were told that you get so when you get to the test, before they got the computerized system, I don't know the computerized system. I know that system where we did it with a pencil. So you either get option A, B, or C when you get to write the test. So I studied all three question papers, all of the three answers. I was just prepared, because also, guys, it was a gift. This is a gift from my uncle. I don't want to disappoint him, right? So fine, I write my tests. I don't know how much I actually scored on the test. I like saying it's 100%. I don't know. I guess you have to get 100 to pass, right? I'm not sure. But my name was called last. I was like, phew. I was so sure I was not going to make it, but I made it. I passed my learners. I went back home. My mom was so excited. We called my uncle. He was also so excited. And he hooked me up with a driving school. It was a friend of his driving school. So he was in charge of the payments and whatever. I just had to go to the driving school. Fine. Guys, I'm actually having some tea. So I'll just be sipping on my tea while I tell the story. So fine, and get a girl has a learners now. She's ready, like ready to be on the road, right? Cool. I had to meet this lady at Bara. You know, if anyone who lives in Soweto knows that Bara is usually like a meeting point for a lot of places, because Bara also is a taxi rank that's got taxis that literally go everywhere in Soweto. So yeah, I used to meet that lady in Bara. So I went to Bara, I met the lady. First day, you know, we drive. She made me drive through like Nasrec. So you know Nasrec, I don't know if you also live anywhere close to Nasrec. It's also a best place to drive around there, because you know, the FNB Stadium, there's like streets there with stop signs and everything. It's like a literal road. It's just that there's no cars, so you can learn freely there. We went there on the first day. Just after we did a few runs in that quiet place, she took me to the freeway. There's like that little freeway just next to Nasrec, that leads the Soweto Highway, basically. She made me drive there. And bruh, I was so scared, bruh. We stopped somewhere and she took over and I went back home. And it was a lady instructor who was instructing me at that time. I went back home. I told my mom my adventures of my first lesson. She was like, really, freeway? I was like, yeah. You know, go back to class, tell everybody that now I'm learning how to drive. Hey, I tell my boo that I'm learning how to drive. It's an amazing experience. Fine. I go for a few. So I started my lessons in around April. So I go for a few lessons here, there. I go for like 10. I stopped. I came back around May. I did more lessons. I did about 10 again and I stopped because like I was still in drama school, you know, and sometimes, you know, we were so busy and I became an usher at the Market Theatre. There were so many things I was doing that year. So I took a lot of breaks and like I took a lot of lessons and I took a lot of breaks and I took a lot of lessons and I took a lot of breaks. So then I finally took lessons in June. I think it was cold. It was so cold. And I was so happy about going to test. I think at that time I was around 30 lessons. Guys, so embarrassing. Yeah, around that time. So like it was hard, guys, because this lady used to shout at me. Mostly I took breaks because like this lady used to shout at me and like I couldn't focus. I used to cry driving. It was just a horrible thing for me to go through. And my uncle was so supportive and kept on saying go, and my mom was just like, that's how it is at a driving school, you know, like it's hard. And it was hard for me, guys. It was really hard. And I was excited that I was getting closer to the end when I was going to test around June. I was telling my classmates there at the lab, at the drama school, told my boo that, guys, I'm going to test. Everyone was just like, bruh, you're not going to pass if you don't have the chochos, the chooks to my chooks. books. I was just like, there's no way I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass. So fine, I'm booked for a test. My test is booked. Yeah, 7:30, right? Very early in the morning. I went to Langlaagte. We got there. Took my car, everything's paid for, everything is booked, everything is nice. It's ready. I'm just going to test. I get in. We do that whole check for the car. We do that with that lady. She's like, cool, let's get in the car. We get in the car. I start with the steep. I go around the steep. Brilliant. I did great. I go, as I'm about to parallel park, my car switches off. Does this lady not come and say failed and walks right past me, bruh? I don't even have 5 minutes in that yard, bruh. Did you not see me drive back so slow? My heart, guys, I was so sad. I couldn't cry, but I was so sad. I was so sad. And that lady was like, hey, next time. Utazama next time. Utazama next time. Bruh. Aleso skati. At that time, it's like 22 to 8. School normally starts at 9. I'm so early. I told you guys that I was so close. I was 10-minute taxi away from school, and I had to go back to school. I'm meant to go back to school. Sad as I am, I went back to school. And I told my friends, Shem, everyone was just like, oh, Shem, askisi, but we told you that you don't have ijojo. We told you that you don't have ijojo, so, And finally, I learned that, hey, maybe I need the Georges. Fine, I take a break again, right? So now I'm sulking, I'm sad, I'm taking a break, whatever. My uncle, it's now September. My uncle is like, dude, you still don't have a license. Kanti kwenzakalani? I'm like, you know what? I know I'm not going to drive at the moment. Let me just do the license so I have it. So I went back to that lady again to go learn how to drive again. So this time I did 10 lessons again. So that thing put me at my 49. I did 10 lessons around September. And then I finally booked and got a date in October to do my test. And I don't know if my uncle did pay the George or did not pay the George. But I went. And do you guys believe that even on the morning of my 10th lesson, I had a lesson before I went to go test, right, around the area. So what the instructor does, they take you around the area that you're going to test in, around there, Mayfair, Langlaagte, by China Mall there. That's where you you would usually drive for your test. Do I not drive by a hump? And this lady did not teach me how to drive by a hump. Guys, did she not teach me how to drive past a hump that day of the test? But anyway, scared as I am, I went through to go test, get in the car. This time I check my car. It's a lady again who's coming to test me. I will get in the car. I do all the things that I needed to do inside the yard of the testing station, right? And then we got out, and then somewhere in the driving, guys, I think that it's on the road that I have problems, guys. On the road, she literally was almost holding the steering wheel for me. We drove. At least my car didn't switch off. We drove all the rounds and came back, and she was like, Nglandele. And I was like, and she was swearing at me, guys, in the car the whole time. So I'm just like, I'm glad this is done. We go, and she's like, Upasile. I'm like, what? She's like, hamba, ngali, uyothatha into zakho. Guys, did I not thank the Lord that I passed my license? Did I not? I had to sit there, pay for all the things or whatever, the things I had to do, but I had my license. I finally had my license, guys. After all that, I had my license. Fine, Gail has a license, but Gail doesn't have what? A car. A small van. There's no car. So, I stay 7 years not driving. In 2018, I renewed my license. Yes, I renewed my license because I needed to renew it. And I got my license in 2013, and then 2018 I renewed. And then I got the opportunity to be a driver again, to drive a car, right? Does your girl not bump the wall? Try learning how to drive a new car. So that's 2018, right? So after that trauma of bumping a car and writing it off, I stopped driving again. I stopped. So fast forward, now we are in 2021, and this year I want to even hold myself accountable. I need to know how to drive before I turn 30, guys. Yes, I know now how to do the basics. I just need to have the confidence to drive on the road. So I will be definitely showing you guys my journey into getting back on the road. I started my lessons in Jan. I will show you guys just little vlogs that I did in between my lessons. If anyone ever went through this much stress to drive, please comment. Let me know what your journey was. I'd love to know your guys' story about getting a license, and I'm taking you guys on this journey with me of driving and being a worthy driver on the road again. I'm excited about it. So I'm ready to be a driver. So yeah, guys, comment, let me know what was your journey when driving. Did you guys have as much hassles as I did? Do you guys also have anxiety when on the road? I need some little godfidence to drive. Yeah, but I pray about it all the time. God is with me through this journey, and I know we're gonna have victory because He is our Lord and Savior. And yeah, He's my Father in heaven, and He's got my back. That's what I know. That is what I know. And I'm going to be a worthy driver. So thank you guys for watching this beautiful story time about my experience with driving. Yeah, let's come along this journey with me and see what happens. Yeah. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to share. If I didn't convince you to subscribe, I hope next week with another video I get you to subscribe. But thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my family. Thank you to my friends. Thank you to the people who always comment. I see you all on Instagram, always giving me props for consistency. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I enjoy making content for you. I enjoy making content for you. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye-bye.